Okay, Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. Today we are going to continue our lesson. So today I'm going to explain factors that can influence the shift of PPC, production possibility curve. Our PPC can shift upwards or downwards, okay? Upward or inwards, okay? So our PPC, before this I explains to you the inefficiency, efficiency, unemployment, okay. So if it is inefficient, it means that our points are actually along the curve, okay. But it is not efficient, it means that it is inside the curve. But if it is unattainable, it is outside the curve. Scarcity also outside the curve, okay. So now, when the country enjoys economic growth, the PPC bounce outward. Okay, so it means that if we have higher economic growth, of course we can produce both of the goods. We can produce more sewing machine, and at the same time we also can produce more butter. So if you look at this curve, so before this is actually 15. Okay, this is 15, and then this is actually 15. Okay, so this is actually your original PPC before we have higher economic growth. So you can see that the blue one is actually our original PPC. So before economic growth occurs, so you can see that we can produce 15 sewing machine, and at the same time we produce and then we can produce 5 butter. Okay, so if we say that we have higher economic growth, it means that our curve will shift outwards. Okay, so you can see that this is actually our new PPC. Okay, shift from the blue one to the yellow one. Okay, you can see that the number of sewing machine will increase from 15, maybe it will increase to 17. So this one will increase, 5 butter will increase to 6 butter. Okay, so this is actually the results after we have higher economic growth. So our higher economic growth, of course, we can produce more sewing machine. Okay, so from 15 to 17, and then we can also produce more butter. So from 5 to 6. Okay, so when the country is struck by natural disaster, okay, disasters, economic growth will decline and the PPC will shift to the left. Okay, it can be our PPC can shift downwards or leftward. Okay, so you can see that how our PPC will shift leftward. Okay, so you can see that this is rightwards and this is rightwards and this is leftwards. So it will shift leftwards. So it means that this is because of what? Because we have disasters. Okay, if disasters happen, so of course we cannot produce more sewing machine and more butter. So in Thailand, for example, in Thailand, you can see that if you still remember, there was a flood in Thailand that hit the productions of many productions. Has been to many goods will be reduced because of what? Because flood happens. Okay, so if you can see that flood happens, this flood is actually one of the disasters. Okay, so when flood happens, so paddy fields also can be affected. The number of production for paddy will be affected as well. So you can see that it will be the number of production will be reduced, and then of course your PPC will shift leftwards. Okay, so in this case it's not about paddy, it is about sewing machine and butter. Okay, so if we have disasters, so of course it can affect our sewing machine and butter. Okay, and then another factors that can influence your PPC is actually improvements in technology. If we have improvement in technology, it means that we can produce more sewing machine, and then we can also produce more butter. However, if you say that if we have an improvement in technology for sewing machines only, it means that the number of productions for sewing machine will increase, but the number of butter will not increase. Because why? Because I said if there's an improvement if there's advanced technology in the productions of sewing machine, I don't say there's improvement in both of the production, but I say that we have only advanced technology we have improvements in technology in producing sewing machines. So of course the number of production, the number of sewing machine will increase. So how does the curve looks like? So you can see that you need to shift only one curve. So you can see that this is actually the blue one. Okay, this is the original our original PPC. So if we say that an improvement in technology in producing sewing machine, so it means that you have to shift your PPC. So you have to shift your PPC for sewing machines only. But actually the number of butter, you can see that the number of butter remain the same. Okay, it still remains 4, but the number of sewing machine will increase from 15 to 17. Okay, this is because of what? Because an improvement in technology in producing sewing machine. Okay, but the technology in the productions of butter remains the same. Okay, but if we say that both, or I say that the improvement in technology in butter, in producing butter, so you have to shift your PPC, and then the number of production for butter will increase. You can see that it will increase from 4 to 5. So you can see that the number of sewing machine will remain the same, because I said improvement in technology in producing butter has increased the number of productions of butter. Okay, so that's how factors can influence the shift of our PPC. So, and then another factors is actually population. Population also can improve and can increase the number of production also. So if we say that we have a higher population growth, it means that you can see increase in population. So it means that you have to shift your PPC rightward. So you can see that this is the original PPC. The blue one is actually the original one. So it will shift to the new one. Yellow one is actually our new PPC. So because I say that increase in population, so of course the number of production will increase as well, and then the number of butter will increase as well. So the number of sewing machine will increase from 15 to 17, and then the number of butter will increase from 5 to 6. Okay, so this is because of what? Because increase in population. Okay, if we say that decrease in population, it means that you have to shift your blue one, the PPC, the blue one, the original one, you have to shift leftward. So you can see that it will decrease the number of production. You can see that the number of production will decrease because of what? Because decrease in population. So from 15, so it will decrease to 12, and then from 5 butter, it will decrease to 4. This is because there's a decrease in population. Okay. So then we move to PPC. This is actually concave, increasing opportunity cost. Before this, I have explained already why it is increasing opportunity cost, because every one additional butter you want to produce, so you have to increase your opportunity, the number of production, or the number of sewing machines that you have to give up. Okay, so that's why we say that it is increasing opportunity cost. Okay. And this is actually constant opportunity cost. Constant opportunity cost is different from increasing opportunity cost. Why do I say that? You can see that it is linear function. This is our linear PPC. Okay, so you can see from 250 you want to increase to 500. Okay, so it means that you want to increase the number of production for good tea is 250. So you want to increase 250, then how many units of good R you have to give up? From 900 you minus 900, you minus 650, so it's about 250. Okay, it is about 250. So you have to give up 250 units of good R, because you want to increase the number of because you want to increase 250 units of good tea. Okay, then if you want to increase 250 also units of good tea, then you have to give up the same amount. Okay, First you give up 250, then you also need to give up 250 also. Okay, so it means that your opportunity cost remain the same. Okay, remain constant. That's why we say that it is constant opportunity cost. Before this is increasing opportunity cost is different, because if I add 250, then first you will give up 250. Then if I want to produce 250 again, increase another 250, so it means that maybe my opportunity cost is not 250 anymore, but maybe it is 300. That's why we say that it is increasing opportunity cost, which is different from constant opportunity cost. Okay, so if you have any questions, maybe you can we can discuss, you can ask me in the next class. So the next class we are going to